Happy Mother's Day. It's Nancy, and I'm just going to share a Etsy update. Today I am updating largely just textiles. So the first thing that I want to share was these bundles of antique lace. If you go back a couple of weeks, sort of like the 23rd-ish of April, I did an unboxing of some antique lace that I bought. A lot of lace was, well, there's still a little bit left. A lot of the lace was wound on cards and bobbins, and I sold it that way. And now this bigger stuff, I've just divvied up. So there's different kinds of lace, different colors of lace. They're not all going to be exactly the same, but I just grabbed one and we can take it apart and you can have a look and see what's included here. I would say that this is pretty typical of all of the bundles I've put together. This is actually a pocket, or a flap of a pocket. Really beautiful. Lots of different crocheted trims. Oh, there's that pretty applique one. There, that's the right side. Piece of petticoat. Other little bits and pieces. So that's what you can look forward to receiving. I only made 8 kits, so act fast. And I apologize for taking so long, but it was actually a ton of work. You can believe it. Just, measuring and ironing and yeah. It was a lot of work. Next up, I have made some slow stitch starter kits, with the idea being that you can start a slow stitch cover for a journal using the bits and pieces. Let me just grab that. Okay, so this piece of quilt measures 11 inches tall and 16 inches wide. The back is this plain peach color. It's all hand stitched. The little blocks are hand stitched as well. This is called a drunkard's path, I believe. And I've got a piece of tablecloth. So there's little bits and parts that you can cut apart, like this big flower. There's a little angel or a little cupid there that could be fussy cut out. This one, there's a little flower and some musical notes. yeah, so each piece is, I have no idea. Let's call it 22 by 16. So pretty big. And this is sort of representative of what you're going to see, just depending on what part of the tablecloth was cut. I have another hunk of tablecloth. The individual motifs can be cut apart and stitched down or glued on or used somewhere else in the journal. Little piece of fabric here. It's all little blossoms joined together. Not all of the pieces are this big. Some are half, like 2 halves, just depending on, again, I think I cut a dress apart. I think this was a dress. And I just thought those little blossoms were fun. Could also be used as a pocket or, reinforce a spine. Here's another hunk of crochet. Again, little motifs can be cut apart. Got some buttons here. There's about 40 buttons in there. Some are old, some are new. Then I have these are hand pieced. They're like a fan. It has some basting stitches along the top. So these could be, added in the corners or however you might like. And here's some more pieces of calico. These are in the same fan shape, so you can make more fans if you want, or just various. I wouldn't say this is vintage. Well, it's vintage. I wouldn't say it's like old, probably 80s maybe. And last I have pom-poms, yo-yos. And there's probably 15 or 16 in here. All hand stitched. So that is this stitch. Oop. I'm losing stuff. That's this slow stitch starter kit. All right, let me clear this away and we'll show you the next bits. Next up, I have these red work Sunbonnet Sue blocks that somebody stitched together once upon a time. The finished size of the blocks is 8 by 8, but there's a seam allowance around the block. Each package contains 4 different blocks, and I have put individual pictures on Etsy and labeled them so you can choose which ones you want. So I have A, B, C, D, E, F, and then I have red work teddy bears. Now, I have the same teddy bears as the red work, but these are polychrome, multicolored. And last but not least, I only have one of these. This has scarecrow, but it also has a pig, chicken, and a horse. So farm colors. There might be some light staining on some of the blocks, but no holes or anything like that. And the seam allowance is intact, so you're not going to lose any of the embroidery. These could be used as covers of a journal, could be the inside covers of a journal, could be fussy cut around and slow stitched onto something else. Could even be put in as a page, dare I say, in your journal. So take a look at the photos on Etsy so you can get a better idea what's in the individual packages. Okay, we aren't done yet. I have some packs of, there's 100 2.5-inch squares in these matching colors. This one I've glued onto, I've taken some scraps, glued it onto paper, and I'm going to do some zigzag directly on the paper, and then I'll cut it to the size of an envelope and put this on the front of an envelope. I've got lots of leftover bits and pieces. This looks very French to me, French country, with the yellow and the blue. So there's porcelain, there's lots of flowers, floral, different I'm showing you the backs of the fabric, different patterns, some stripes, some plains, there's some flowers and berries and different things. So lots of variety. So that's that. I just wanted to show you an example of how you can use fabric. And of course, I mean, these make great toppers for tags, or yeah. I have some fat quarters, and this is like a neutral cream on cream sort of design, but it's all about birds. So it talks about black-capped chickadees and northern cardinal and different birds, and you know, their color and their plumage and their habits and where they live, all that kind of thing. So this is awful handy for, you know, I like to put fabric as the inside covers of my journals. So I have a couple of fat quarters of that. What else have I got? I have these panels. So featuring these teacup images. It's big image. I can definitely measure that. That one's about 6 1/4 square. The littler ones are 3 1/4 square, and then I have a couple more teacups. So each of these are different, but they coordinate, and I've given them a little letter to indicate which one is which. So this one has 3 teacups, 4 teacups, and a big one. That's B. This one has 6 small teacups, and this one has 6 small teacups. So those are always fun to add to a journal. Okay. So that's it for what I'm updating today in my Etsy shop. I will be doing some more listing later this week, so if you aren't already following my Etsy shop, go over and do that so that you'll get notice when I add new things to my Etsy shop. See what new is coming up. Often the things that I share are one of a kind, difficult to find maybe. So take care. I hope you are having a great Mother's Day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.